Yep, sewers.
Thanks a bunch, Van.
You're welcome.
I'm so happy.
Lunar lamp. What is that? Ooh. Ooh. That's quite nice.
I'm going.
Let's go.
Okay, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool.
Cut you up.
Yeah, I think you're gonna work
I'll
out.
be watching your performance.
Huh? You picked the wrong guy to fight.
More remains.
Camera.
Leave
I
this
don't
to
know
me.
if it's just
I've
her,
got it.
but
Let's go.
or
That's
this
that.
area, but the
What's
camera
next?
is a little close.
I'll be watching your performance.
Slicing down. Tear down.
Battle complete. We did exemplary work. I'll be watching your performance.
One more. Thanks as always, Fina.
Next. Slicing down.
Huh? You picked the wrong guy to fight.
I'll be watching your performance. Oh my. Quite the reception.
This will make for a good warm-up. Slicing down. Tear down.
Zero damage.
I do hope everyone is well.
Well, that's that.
What's next?
Engaging enemy.
It's
Bastard.
been a really long time to kill these guys.
Hopefully I got some nice data.
Let's crash this party.
You punk! Bastard.
All right, time to let loose. All in a day's work.
Hey, leave some for the rest of us, Shizuna.
Luna. Really far away.
Let's get to work.
Next.
Well on.
This part.
Well then, away we go.
Thanks as
This will
always,
make for a good warm-up.
Leave this to me.
Huh? You picked the wrong guy to fight.
Let's get to work. Seriously? I've got this.
All in a day's work.
How relaxing.
Real quick. Got a lot of food to eat.
That was very well made.
That cigarette was very well made.
It's nice to share a good meal with everyone.
Thanks for that. Ugh, I'm full.
Well, that was satisfying.
Love me a sugar rush.
Well, that was satisfying.
I think I'll have seconds if you don't mind. I think I'll have seconds if you don't mind. My, this is quite delicious.
It's adequate, I suppose. I feel rejuvenated.
Rejuvenated.
It's adequate, I suppose.
Does he say adequate?
It tastes even better with others.
Huh?
That was delicious. That was delicious. That was delicious.
Ugh, I'm full.
That was delicious. Thank you.
Thanks for the grub.
Well, that was satisfying.
That was delish. I couldn't eat another bite.
Oh, I'm full. That was pretty filling.
Ugh, I'm stuffed. That was yummy.
Oh, I gave you the taco.
My, this is quite delicious.
Those two don't have voice lines.
I think I'll have seconds if you don't mind.
I do mind.
I feel rejuvenated.
The loin taco. Let's give that to Catra.
Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
Thanks for the grub.
Well, that was satisfying.
They're all somewhat useful. But, like, when am I ever going to use these?
Ugh, I'm full.
That was very well made. I can't take another bite. I can't take another bite. That was delish.
How many food ranks are there? Like, my goodness.
Oh, I'm full. Thanks for that.
That was delish.
Ooh, those are U material pluses. Very, very nice. Hey, Dante. Let's scrap. earth and wind.
I
eh?
like where this is headed.
Make it count!
Over here! All for you! Up to you, Reset! Going all in!
Cobalt curtain, activate!
Our chance!
You have a crit coming up?
I like where this is headed.
Should have opened up. Oh, I didn't know there was going to be a crit coming up.
Going all in!
I suggest we strike now. I suggest we strike now.
Oh, this is a sunrise.
Chance!
I'm coming to get you.
Mr. Deletion!
Stop right there!
Oh, you're playing with BGG02 as well? My goodness, y'all got it better than their mamas. There.
I like where this is headed.
I'm tripping. Not tripping. Or I am tripping.
Going all in!
Initializing drive. Keep an eye on the enemy!
Huh?
That's hitting everybody. That's
There.
not good.
Mr. Deletion!
I'm going!
Brace yourself.
Initializing. Stop right there! Initializing drive.
Let's go.
Have some more!
There!
Mr. Deletion!
Here goes!
I like where this is headed. Now!
Our chance!
Mr. Salesia. That
Got
hit
your
them
number.
all the way over there too? So far away.
Mr. Deletion!
Our chance! Initializing drive.
Huh?
Sucker!
Make it count, Van.
Stop right there! Initializing drive.
Got your number!
That should be
There.
a counterattack foe
Mr.
show.
Deletion!
Our chance!
There!
One step closer to reaching my peak. All in a day's work.
These two?
Mira deposit confirmed.
I guess. Somebody's using freeze. Not like the worst thing in the world. Could have been better. Good.
Let's get going.
Gotta keep this up.
Alrighty, what do I want to do? Do I want to go into the Marching Garden to get some quartz and some money and some new materials? How much, I think I'll be fine.
Okay.
With pleasure. Very well.
All right.
Let's be on our way.
La Guilde. Hey, look who's here. How's it going? We're just out doing some information gathering. Since nothing big's popped up yet, I guess the answer is that it ain't going too well. We were curious if there have been any updates since I dropped by this morning. Seemed to be in deep conversation though. Did something happen? The juicier, the better. Well, I wouldn't call it the most helpful intel, but wait, since when was Ikaruga's second in command mixed in with you guys? I almost let that pass right by me. Oh, that's just a shinobi technique I'm trying out. It's supposed to make you ignore me completely. Kurogane did say it'd be useless though, since I stand out just being here. But hey, if I can give the immovable a jolt, then it's not a total lost cause, right? So it hides you without actually hiding you. Cool. Straight up. You need a real hobby. We've got our reasons for collaborating with her. No need to sweat the details. I may get back on topic. Did you learn something? Well, ever since the whole mess on Nemeth Island, the guild has been going after the Oathbreaker again. Not that we actually know where the guy is, but you could say he's been laying low for once. Laying low? That old coot? Kind of hard to believe. There are many eyes peeled for a potential backroom activity from him. Even if he were to evade capture, he would surely leave behind some sort of trace. Since we found nothing of the sort, it can only mean that he's inactive for the time being. May be that he has already accomplished his objective, either that, or he was caught by the society and had the tar beat out of him. Wishful thinking, as nice as it sounds. Anyway, that brings us to the alliance between the Oathbreaker and that so-called Garden Master. We suspect it was only a temporary thing. Do you remember him saying something like that? We suspect it was a temporary thing. Well, you know, based on the events that we literally saw and heard happen, I think we can run with that.
Our contract is complete. Your assistance was most appreciated. Oath. Now kindly...
The floor is... I'm curious whether your
Yeah, that's great. Even though it was voice acting. This definitely lends some weight to those words. Up until Nemeth Island, the two had been collaborating to some extent. So it's likely that the Oathbreaker and the Garden Master are both working towards different goals. Elaine caught me up on what happened yesterday. This Garden Master guy is on the move now, yeah? I'm just glad we don't have to face both those dirtbags at the same time. That's the one silver lining here. Stands to reason that he has further plans in the capital, judging from today's events. That whole fiasco felt more like a trial run. If you ask me, this is when things really start to ramp up. Sure know how to make it sound ominous. In any event, the guild will need to be more vigilant now than ever now. We'll do what we can, but it'll only get us so far while those devices are still out there. It's gonna be on you guys to step up to the plate, Arkwright. Not to tell me twice. We'll foil the Garden Master's plot and bring Swin and Nadia back, no matter what it takes. I like how Zin was like, yeah, I think we might have some information, and then he just regurgitates information that we told him, and then he presents it as if it's brand new information. It's like, bruh.
Let's be on our way.
Regurgitate, by the way, is a crazy
What an
word.
amazing view!
Twice as tall as the Great Spire, huh? Whoever built this must have been compensating for something.
We're finally here together.
Huh? She looks like she's bursting with joy. Wonder why.
Kilika. If it isn't Arkwright Solutions. Do you have Beauty's Blade with you, along with other more dubious company? Out on a little group tour, are we? I should be so lucky. And don't act like you aren't wise to what's going on with us. How about you, Miss Division Chief? Taking a personal day with your flunky? There's a political debate tomorrow at Treon Mall. We're here to conduct a preliminary security inspection. But I will concede that taking in the scenery from on high can be an effective stress reliever. So you've got it tough, too, huh? We're still pursuing that Crimson Beast as well as the man who calls himself the Garden Master. Though I regret to inform that we don't have any more information than you do at present. Too bad. For since the Nemeth Island case, all eyewitnesses or witness reports have stopped cold. In fact, now that the serial killings have stopped, things in the capital have been almost peaceful. But who knows how long that'll last. Needless to say, the situation is only temporary, or perhaps it'd be better described as the calm before the storm. No matter what schemes are taking form, we can be certain that they won't be carried out by conventional means. That in mind, I'm expecting great dividends from your efforts. Don't get your hopes up too high. Still, we do plan on bringing an end to this. And allow me to tell you our findings in exchange. They regard those dolls modeled after members of the Guardians. CID took some of them in after the incident at Aramis, as I recall. What did your analysis uncover? As suspected, they're linked to the super technology that arose during Crossbell's most recent incident. In particular, they were built to simulate the underlying concepts behind simulacra. Simulated simulacra. Try saying that 3 times fast. However, it would appear that the original technology could not be reproduced. From this, we surmised that they incorporate Society, Marduk, and Zect Arms engineering, among others. In terms of how faithfully they reproduce their originals, the dolls are nowhere close to on par with simulacra. That, however, is because those aspects were eschewed, that's another crazy word, in favor of combat specialization and formidable battle prowess. We believe they were produced around a year ago, while both Almada and the Guardians were still active. Aside from the twins, all other members of the Guardians have been wiped out. Except for Nadia and Swin, and the Garden Master, and possibly some other people as well. We killed Homechick Slice, right? You didn't go to jail? Well, the Garden Master unleashed these killer robots instead. So, the organization that had been warped from the start manages to survive more warped than ever. That's karma for you. Now, there haven't been any reports of these assassin dolls being deployed anywhere else. But if the Garden Master begins to act in earnest, they could very well emerge as an additional threat. You'd best be careful out there. We appreciate your concern. The Grendel Zolga started off by hitting a military compound, so there's no telling what his true target is. If anything, y'all at the CID should be the ones watching your step. That concern for your childhood friend, I detect. I will be sure to pass it along to Mr. Kincaid. That ain't what I meant. I, for one, I think he would love to hear it. Give me a break. Soon after, Kilika and Kayla returned to work, whereupon Van and the group resumed their own activities. I'll say someone's gonna call us. Or orb mail. True target is fun. F-U-N? That's a Tech 9 song. Fun. But F-U-N does not stand for fun. From Father Master Burgard. He just sent me a letter yesterday, and it's an orb mail. Wonders never cease. Van, a major breakthrough has surfaced regarding your current predicament, prompting my immediate return to Edith. I ask that you head to the underground ruins at Station Street so that we may discuss this matter in private. Major breakthrough? Doesn't sound like your everyday stuff. Might even have something to do with me specifically. Is there a problem, Van? Nah, just some personal correspondence. We've been milling about for a while. Why don't you say we take a breather? Sure, it's about time to go grab a bite to eat anyway. Our party's pretty big this time around. Maybe we could split up. Good idea. Let's part ways for lunch when we reach a good stopping point. Better keep things to myself until I know what this is all about. Just gonna put it into the air right now. We're gonna go there by ourselves. We're gonna chat with Master Burgard. And Elaine and crew are going to show up uninvited and be like, you know, we just followed you here because X, Y, and Z. Because we're suckerfoo suckers. Burgard once again joins the party. Is Burgard cooler than Shizuna? Oh, that is a question of questions. Separating from his companions, Van made his way to Station Street. More people around now that we're heading into the afternoon. Well, for now, I've got to find out what Master wants from me. He went through more trouble than he had to sending that orb mail. Something's definitely up. It's been 3 months since we last saw each other. Guess the first step is to just meet up and hear him out.
The entrance to the underground ruins is down the back alley next to the department store.
Why is he asking us to meet in the underground ruins, though? We could just chat at the cafe. This is definitely suspicious.
Celise, the hell are you doing down here? Master called me over to talk. What, did you come in his place?
In his place? I guess you could say that.
Am I missing something?
I've got some bad news to share, Arkwright. Master Barkhorn's dead. And it's all your fault.
What?
Not this guy. There's no way Celise got wrapped up in this orb Genesis garbage.
Back up. Did I hear that right? He's dead. We're talking about the Bearguard Zeman, right? Did you say it's my fault?
It figures you wouldn't have a clue. Back when you were swallowed up by that demonic power, Master took on a curse to protect you. You know that much, right?
Now hold on a sec. That ain't...
That curse is as nasty as they come, and just as tough to dispel. He spent all this time getting spiritual treatment in Arteria. But even after going to Gehenna and back, he gave up the ghost just the other day.
Don't tell me she's corroded, the way Ashen was.
Master covered for you until his dying breath. And whether he likes it or not, His sacrifice proved one thing. Your existence is a plague on this world. And that's a sin I just can't abide by. Since we're fellow disciples, I'll grant you one act of mercy. Putting you out of your misery by my own hands.
So even Dominions can get their memories rewritten. This ain't the time to mull things over, though. Up and at 'em, Mare Bear. We got trouble. Shit! I can't go Grendel?
Bergard to the rescue. I guess Bergard will... Oh, right. Bergard can't show up to the rescue right now. You know why? Because we have to do the fight first. And then she has to say, prove to me that Bergard is still alive. And then he'll show up and be like, I'm right here. Also, we could have ran away. Wait, Adios didn't see that coming. Guess playing fair is too much to ask. I'm gonna worm my way out of this. Someone's watching. Must be using some sort of technique to conceal their presence. I don't know if it's related to the rewrite, but sticking around won't do me any favors. Now, how do I lose them? It's around noon on a Saturday. I think I know who to count on to give me an out.
This really isn't the best place to be right now. Need to find a good opportunity to get to the center of the connecting bridge.
We're definitely going to be looking for Taxi Man, I guess. There he is, yep. Got away. Bergard has boarded a taxi heading northwest. The vehicle's make is... Try to drop in on your lunch break. Don't give it a second thought, brother. Shuttling folks around is what I live for. Besides, I know this ain't just for kicks. Anytime you're in a bind, I've got your back. You're a cabbie like no other. I was about to get tangled up with some pesky characters is all. Can I hassle you to take the back roads? Maybe shake them off a bit. Forget that you're a pretty streetwise cat yourself. Just sit tight. Giordano will get you where you're going in record time. Sure, this is where you want out, brother. Yeah, the shortcut I'm taking, no car can follow. I owe you one, Giordano. Take care heading back. You betcha. Two of us share a compadre in Dingo. Next time you need a lift, just give me a call, brother. Yeah, Dingo is an old pal of his, huh? Just another way he's come in clutch for me. Alright, time to trudge my way through. Odd though, the timing's just too good. Then there were all those guys surveilling me. Doesn't exactly match the Gralsritter's MO. If I had to guess... Forget it, I just need to lie low in the Blacklight District and...
Oh, hell! A thaumaturgy trap! So I was right on the money. Iscariot, you came to the capital?
Indeed. And I trust you know the reason. Van Arkride, within you resides the root of all things demonic. By your curse did Bearguard Zeman, better known as my master Gunther Barkhorn, perish. For that, you have been deemed a heretic.
Your friend and your master died. He was also my friend and my master. The circumstances of his death, he could have tripped and broke his neck. But you're a heretic for that. Prepare to die.
So it got you too, huh? I had a hunch this might happen.
Yours is an absolute evil, untouchable by the laws of this world. By our hands shall it be condemned!
You ran into you guys instead, huh? I try to lure him and the bastard blows me off. I'm on my way. Don't do a thing till I get there.
Mother Celise, how many times must we tell you to use your telepathy to contact us? Or at the least, a secure line.
There is no need to delay. Taking him down where he stands will do just as well.
Why was the back of that guy's neck moving when he was talking?
Begin casting. Leave no gap uncovered.
Yes, sir! Not good. There are too many for me to hold off alone. Add a Dominion to the mix, and I'll be screwed 6 ways from Sunday.
Surrender yourself. This is farewell, Arkride.
Shit. My number's up.
I think I've seen quite enough.
A cold snap! You dare, Father Leon?
Wondering where he was.
Not sure what brought this on, but hey, I'll take what I can get.
The gall!
Stop him!
This way, then!
Bailing me out, huh? Take it that means you're still in your right mind?
Assuming you refer to the way Celise isn't in hers, yes. But we can talk after we've made our escape.
Between this and Messeldom, I'm racking up a real debt to you. Let's roll!
Let's roll. You headed toward the surface through a number of byways. While doing so, they began exchanging what they knew with one another. Can we explain how Leon got here? We're in the middle of the freaking subway. Rewritten memories and perceptions. We're doing the walking and talking. Under normal circumstances, I would be asking where and how you hit your head, or and how hard. Good to know you haven't lost your humor. I don't have a clear picture of things myself, that said.
Master Barkhorn's dead, and it's all your fault.
For that, you have been deemed a heretic.
One misstep along the way, and either of those scenarios could have wound up true. The idea that Master was cursed is obviously a total fabrication. They don't seem like they're being controlled either, so the only option left is that their minds have been tampered with. Only is a bit of a strong word there. It could be that our Master truly is dead, and your memory it was the one rewritten. What a load of... On second thought, I'm having a tough time debunking you there. Now I get it. The fact that we can't get in touch with Master right now is being used against us. Likely so, though by whom we have yet to understand. Gotta be linked to stuff on your end, yeah? You must have noticed something was off earlier today. That's right. After the incident at Nemeth Island, we decided to split up and chase the perpetrator's trails. Meaning that for a time, Celis and I acted separately. She had some business in the capital, so we decided to meet in the outskirts and share our findings this morning. But for some reason, we weren't speaking on the same wavelength. As I listened on, she suddenly came out saying that our master was dead. Tried convincing her otherwise a multitude of times. And her response? That I was the one whose memories were fiddled with. Wait, why are you insinuating that her memories were messed around with? If even the Gralsritter aren't immune to this, then yeah, there's a chance that you're the one who's gone off the rails. While I may be informed on this rewrite business now, yesterday I couldn't conjure up the words to refute her. At the time, Celis unleashed her stigma. Oh, scratch that. Maybe that her stigma went out of control due to the psychological strain of Master Burgard's supposed death. A responsibility to put Arkwright down. If you can't accept that, then stay out of my way. And to my surprise, the vice captain appeared. Hunting down heretics is the duty of us monks. Should you interfere, we will grant you no quarter. They then subjected me to a merciless barrage of thaumaturgy. I could only endure so much. Sounds pretty rough. Your concern is touching, but some people came to my rescue after I escaped, even treated my wounds. The only problem is my own stigma. In what way? I've been rendered incapable of harnessing its power by means unknown to me. Rather dire, really. Can't even control my mana effectively. That's why you aren't looking so hot. Bad enough that those two were the ones rewritten. Now the only person who stood a chance of going against them has his powers sealed. Truth told, this is more than I bargained for. All I intended to do was look into their activities. But in a twist of fate, I became your savior. It appeared that you were their sole target. Perhaps I should have just let the matter run its course. Better follow that up with a psych. Anyway, our only hope of bringing them back to their senses is to join forces. We're in agreement there. Ah, there's the exit up ahead. Running and talking. A swinging of the arms. Seen this place before. This is a waterway beneath the Tyrell district. Just a bit further until we get above ground. Good, I don't see any pursuers, but let's keep aiming topside.
You know, when I woke up this morning, I didn't think I'd be making off with you of all people.
That's my line you're stealing. Now, if you would be so kind, try and stay out of my way.
Damn, cold as ice.
No need to sacrifice. Where did we come from? If this is where we first entered the place, like, where's the subway area? I'm so confused. There's not even like a hatch above us, like we didn't drop further down or anything like that, you know, just what is going on? Let's go with some magic. Oh. Let me equip all chords. Do a balance. Let me equip all chords. Do physical. For some reason you're still getting mind. Le Gartien. Why you want these verses? Cover my bases here.
Let's make quick work.
That's so cool.
I feel good as new.
That was weird. I was expecting somebody to fight us. It's like we shook them. What's our next move? Mentioned before that a few benefactors came to my aid. They'd be waiting for me up ahead.
Hey! Over here!
Anne's here too? Something must have happened.
What did those two do to help out a Dominion getting attacked by another Dominion and the vice captain of the Iscariot? So those are your guardian angels, huh? You got some explaining to do. What a story. Truth really is stranger than fiction sometimes. Still, Celis and Ashlad chasing you down, it boggles the mind. Well, yeah, you've met the vice captain before, huh, Director? Shared a table at the Revolution Festival. Leon was there too, if memory serves. That I was. The director was a rare source of stimulating conversation. Celis and I have met a few times as well. I know she isn't the type of person who'd do this to you. So please don't take it to heart, Leon. You have our fullest support. Right, if there's any way we can help out, all you have to do is say the word. Can't thank you two enough, especially given that you've already saved me this morning. About that, I'm guessing you picked him up in this van when he was hurt. Yes, we were heading back from scouting a filming location on the outskirts of the city. That's when we chanced upon Leon lying on the side of the road. Boy was bleeding head to toe. You can imagine how flabbergasted we were. Since we've hit it off before, giving him somewhere to take shelter was a no-brainer. A production van does make a decent camouflage on top of the transportation. On that note, we need to collect ourselves fast. There's no telling when they'll catch us here. It'd be best to relocate. Gotcha. So, is there any place in the capital that you can use as a safe house? How about Edith Cathedral? Even those two would be hesitant to start a confrontation there. Okay then, we'll ferry you over to these on these trusty wheels of ours. And I won't take no for an answer. Speed is the name of the game, after all. Generosity is appreciated, Mr. Director. Yeah, we'll hitch a ride with you. Not like there's much alternative. Well, then, come on, hop right in. We can get to the Albert district in no time via the expressway. Why aren't we calling our homies? Oh yeah, I should probably get in touch with the others. Gotta be kidding me. Blocking communications. But why? And the radio isn't working. Well, this is a fine pickle we're in. It's probably a localized orbital wave jam, but if that's their angle... You don't think Ashlad and his pals are onto us already? They've probably got eyes all over the capital, which means...
What in the... Something just landed on the roof!
It can't be. Yo, Arkwright. Still scurrying away like the rat you are. Sticking with that director and actress won't save you. I'll keep him out of the crossfire, though. So, just bear with me. Don't move, Arkwright. Same goes for you, Leon. Force me to crack open this tin can, and you'll have a crash waiting to happen.
What are we gonna do?
Celis, wait! He isn't... She's using our stigma?
You're not at fault. I get that, but I can't let you live. The best I can do is send you straight to Adios. In one strike!
I can't let any more people get caught up in this. Sorry, you three. I'll figure out the rest on my own, one way or another.
Did you do that?
Man! No!
The shards cushioned my fall, but... Can't say I didn't see this coming.
So, you opted to keep him out of it. Pretty noble, Arkwright. That's what makes this such a crying shame. I'll send you off in peace, if nothing else. Sleep tight.
And what the deuces? Celis kills Van. Celis kills Van. Relocate. Tyrell District. Rewound back to when we joined up with Gotti and Nina. Man, is something wrong? Though it will be if things play out like I recall. Suppose they're a place in the capital they can use as a safe house. But a cathedral, even those two would be hesitant to start a confrontation there. Okay, well, blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah. Taking the expressway would get us to the Albert district in no time. But is the cathedral really our best bet? What's up? Do you know something we don't? Sorta, yeah. It's tough to explain. Let's just call it a flash of intuition. Oh?
Sticking with that director and actress.
Yeah, that's great. Under those conditions, they should be fine, but we'll still want to iron things out a little. You guys are gonna have to work with me here. Mind humoring me a bit? Not in the least. In for a Reg, in for an Arge. We'd be more than happy to help. Thanks, you two. What do you propose? Where do you propose we go then? Just a sec. There's something I want to make sure of first. We'll need some spare Zyphas. Think I'll lay a little groundwork over here too while I'm at it. Well, we're on the expressway just like we planned. Nothing out of the ordinary that I can tell. Not yet, no. Something wrong, Nina.
What in the... Something just landed on the roof!
It can't be.
Yo, Arkwright. Sticking with that director and actress.
What are you going on about?
Huh?
That's you up there, right, Celise? I get that it's been a while since Messeldom, but jumping on our van is one hell of a long time no see. It's like a scene right out of a movie.
Maybe you could cast her as an extra in your next film, Mr. Gotti.
That's a genius idea. Better yet, we could sign up Leon alongside her.
If they somehow are gonna rock with the idea that Van and Leon are like mannequins right now, it's gonna be where you haven't convinced me.
Damn it. I'm getting distracted. Wait. Those aren't Leon or Arkwright. They're just decoys made to dupe my clairvoyance. Pulled one over on me, did ya? You're in for it now, Master's pet!
Whoa, Nelly. That went exactly the way Van said it would. Oh, those ciphers we prepared for the shoot sure came in handy. And wasn't that Ashlad just now? This is getting more unbelievable by the second.
Yes. But now we've seen it for ourselves. Something isn't right with him or Celise. Anne, Leon, please stay safe.
Whatever, dog. Whatever. So far, so good. Guess they fell for our stunt doubles. We have the director and Nina to thank for that. Moving on, to think that a place like this was beneath the city. Camping around like this is getting us nowhere. We need to start working toward turning the tables. One of the keys to that is, without a doubt, your stigma's power. There's really no way for you to restore it. Say that as if it's trivial. First of all, a stigma's very existence is absolute in this world. They are thus unsealable by nature. Master did mention something like that, but if that's the case, how did it happen anyway? Heaven knows. All I can tell you is that it isn't something the Vice Captain's thaumaturgy should be capable of. This is only speculation, but perhaps my stigma overreacted after an unknown force attempted to tamper with me. Since then, it has not yet returned to its normal state, and so I'm unable to release it properly. It does line up with the current sitch. I'm curious about the specifics of this tampering business, but we can set that aside for now. If there's no problem with the stigma itself, then we should be able to do something about it, right? Well, it'd only be a half measure, but if we manage to stabilize my stigma's power, then yes, possibly. But as we are without a specialist on our side, we'd have to make do on our own. At the very least, we need a spiritual hotspot to give the stigma a foothold from which to adjust. Finding one will prove inconvenient, however, with all these prying eyes on the lookout. Spiritual hotspot where no one is watching. Actually, I think I know a place. The perfect one for the job, in fact. Underground ruins at Station Street. This is where Celis first summoned you to meet with her. Yeah, except now, it'll be her blind spot. All the way down is an altar where the first Genesis was enshrined. It was on a small scale, but the higher elements were in effect back then, so it should count as a spiritual hotspot. That may be just the ticket. Though I must say, his mental acuity is positively uncanny. What? You think of a stumbling block? I've no objections. Celis's clairvoyance is usually quite lacking, but right now her stigma is running amok. If she applies herself, she'll be able to see quite a distance, only a matter of time before we're discovered. Then we'd best get a move on. Watch my back in there, glacial rhyme. Very well, I'll be expecting the same from you in return, Sir Spriggan.
Whew, that hits the spot.
Let's save and mark. Good.